Hey guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this magnificent Monday here in Connecticut. Life's good, campers. Life is good. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail and I want to get right to it. Tale of two Joe Triscaris. Triscari. Okay? Very, very interesting chat I had with Joe the Nephew, and just a wealth of information. So let me honk. I haven't played a note. I had a great practice yesterday. My chops felt awesome. Let's see if it translates, and then we'll get to the Triscari family. Anyway, don't need no stinking warm-up. So anyway, lot to cover. The amazing Triscari Brothers, them and the Condoli Brothers, were just so ensconced, for lack of a better word, in the LA studio scene for a long time. And I talked about the golden age of brass. And the fact of the matter is, the one that I was referring to was, Bernie Glolu, Soloff, blah, blah, blah. The age just before that was probably even better. Now, Joe Triscari got in touch with me. He tripped over my channel, just like many of you have. And he's coming back as a player with a 1SB. Can't wait to get him started. Anyway, and he was talking about his Uncle Joe and his Uncle Ray. Now, I knew of them. I wasn't privy to all their playing and all this sort of stuff, but he gave me so many pictures and clips of them playing. And specifically, we're talking about Joe here. We'll get Ray tomorrow. Of the MGN Grand Orchestra. I mean, it's just beautiful playing. Anyway, Joe the Nephew, quite a good trumpet player in his own right. Did a stint with the one of the service bands. Got away from it a little bit. Wanted to make some money in other things, and got away from it. Unfortunately, had a bout with several bouts with lip cancer from sun abuse when he was younger, and had several surgeries on his lips for cancer, and it is going to he has some numb spots and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be quite a challenge to get him back. I know we can do it. If you can do that, we're good. Anyway, with that said, quite a good trumpet player, and again, he just besieged me with all this wealth of knowledge, with pictures and information and everything about just some incredible trumpet players, his two uncles. I had to get them together for a council. And we talked for at least an hour, and it's just wall to wall, just wonderful stories and anecdotes. It was just a wealth of information, and this little thing here is not going to do it justice. It's just not. But anyway, Uncle Joe, Joe the Nephew was quite close with the brother Ray, and we'll get to that tomorrow. Uncle Joe, believe it or not, died at 47, a year before Joe the Nephew was even born. Now, he started with the big bands, just like everybody else, and then just his brilliance just moved him into the LA studio scene, which was just plentiful at the time. plentiful at the time, work abounds, and he and his brother were just creme de la creme, top call for everything. Now, he was on the staff at the MGM Grand, and I'm going to put a link down below. Okay? He was also, believe it or not, now wait till you hear this. The opening chorale to Poet and Peasant Overture with this fabulous orchestra. Wait till you hear the sound. But I want you to keep in mind, this guy on top of it was lead trumpet extraordinaire. He was on Tootie's trumpets, which just every monster of monster was on Tootie's trumpets, and he still played principal trumpet with the MGM Grand Orchestra. I mean, this is what I've been talking about for years. That when the tone is right and when you are not stretching, one size fits all. He had one mouthpiece his entire life. And Joe the nephew said it was the smallest godforsaken thing he ever knew. He was not a Bach. It was some sort of a convoluted whatever. One mouthpiece his entire life. Okay? Now, he also, basically, like many of those guys back then, self-taught. He had 5, count them, 5 lessons with Louis Maggio. That was it. That was it. Now, after the big bands, he went off the road and just made fortunes of money in a very, very lucrative lifestyle, and was first call on just about everything. But here's an anecdote that is just not to be believed. And that is never even a day late, a minute late in his entire life. Okay? Not a minute late. Forget ever missing a gig. Never. He wasn't sick. Never. If he was sick, he played. Never missed a gig. All of a sudden, for a recording session for the MGM Orchestra, he didn't show up. Where's Ray? Where's Joe? Where the heck is Joe? They sent somebody over to his home. He died of a massive heart attack right there. When the news came back to the MGM Grand Orchestra, half the orchestra immediately just got up and left in tribute to Joe Triscari. I mean, this is, I mean, just mind-boggling thing. But the chops, guys, the chops. One mouthpiece, lead trumpet, high G's, high A's, or wait till you hear the opening chorale to Poet and Peasant is beautiful. It's just not to be believed. Now, there is one picture that I love that I'm going to put up now. Okay, and that's him on the left with the mustache. You saw the 2 pictures prior to what he looks like, so you know which one he is. And he's the one on the left. Okay? And I'm not sure who the middle guy is, but look at the guy on the right, the third one over. Guys, that's Conrad Gazzo, who is not playing first. Now you think about that. Gazzo moves over for you? Oh my God in heaven. Now the reason I put this up, this is the best picture I could get of his actual chops. Now, look at how locked in that is. That looks like every single one of our idols, man. That looks like Maurice, that looks like Faddis. It's thick, it's fat, there's no stretch. That bottom lip looks like he's got a piece of bubble gum in there. It's so thick yet relaxed. It is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, again, self-taught, didn't go to Juilliard, went out on the road. Oh, what was it, Gene Krupa? Doesn't matter. One of the big bands. And guys, as in typical fashion back then, like Doc Severinsen or something, if your chops hold up and the drugs and alcohol don't get to you, you come out the other end of these road things just a tremendous trumpet player. And if you get into those LA studios, every single person that you played with was top notch. Guys, if you just paid attention, at all to what was going on around you, that was better than Juilliard could ever give you, that education. And this is where these incredible trumpet players came from. And Joe Triscari is one of them. And the nephew, Joe Triscari, who's another one, good enough to do a stint with the military bands. And I'm telling you, I can't wait to get started. We're going to get his chops back. We're going to get his chops back. And I consider him a friend of the channel. I'll keep you posted. For sure. I will keep you posted. So anyway, that's that. And we'll talk a little bit about Ray. I'm telling you, the mountains of notes I took from Joe while I was interviewing him on Skype. This doesn't do justice. Guys, there's lots of stuff of him out there. Go check it out. The tone, power, range, and endurance. And check out the opening chorale to Poet and Peasant Overture. Just gorgeous. Guys, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You keep the center of tone, and that was on a B-flat trumpet, guys. He's not playing a C. And listen to the pop. Ba, 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 bum. It is clean and precise and articulate as you could ever want. And this is a Tootie's trumpet guy that's just killing it in one of the top symphony orchestras in the world at the time. He had true power, man. Before there was such a thing. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.